Yo, microphone check 1 2. What is this? Hey, great awakening. I don't like to say the words good morning because we associate morning with death around here. And ain't nobody dying. If you are alive, you are in good spirits. You're going to have a blessed day indeed. I might as well go ahead and get the affirmations out of the way early. We are going to have a great day today. Let's say it one more time. We are going to have a great day today. One more again. We are going to have a great day today. Welcome in. Apologies for being a couple of minutes late. Last second sound checks, and even through all that checking, I forgot to even put my dang on pop-up chat in the window. One of these days I'm going to learn to do that, or at least learn to keep it up to where I don't have to try to incorporate it last second. Anyhow, today is night number 2 of our farewell tour, where we will be saying goodbye to some of the creations on our roster that are not ours. As you know, I was hit with the corrupt data prompt on my console late August. And ever since then, we've been kind of building things, rebuilding things, and trying to get things back on schedule. But thank God we had enough pre-recorded matches underneath our jacket to keep us going. I'm gonna put on a beginning joint, and then we're gonna get into it while the music's playing. We're gonna share the stream. If you are here, help us out by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and help our numbers grow. I see we picked up another sub in spite of things going the way they've been going in the last couple of weeks, like our sound being shut off midstream at Ladder Madness. Matter of fact, I need to tighten that up too. Anyway, let's get into a joint by my DJ Soul Search.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
And this is the theme song of the Botany Babes. And pretty soon you'll see the new designs. I should pull up a picture and let y'all see one of them. I'm so proud of Demon. Yeah, I'm proud of a Demon on my roster. As I share my stream via X, I have to ask myself, or make a statement. They sure do show a lot of suggestive content on there. Every time I click on the share stream, it's some chick's booty in the camera, shaking it. There's a time and a place for that. It's called a strip club, aka a gentleman's club, damn it. Anyway. Enough of me being offended by big booties. I'm not really offended by it, but I'm just offended by the fact that, god dang, man. I mean, every time I turn on X, there's something there. Somebody I'm not subscribed to, just booty, just in the camera. What the hell is mayonnaise, man, as a late Kevin Samuels would say. We get ready to get into it. So enjoy night number 2 in the daytime. The Oklahoma Rebellion. The uprising spreads here on Frequency Pro Wrestling. With that being said, on with the On With.
Intensify.
We bring in the flame, step in the ring, better learn the name. From the block to the spotlight, it's all the same. Frequency Pro, we redefining the game. Hot sauce. OG grit with a next gen twist. Bell rings loud, can't afford to miss. Lights flash, red crowd jumping in sync. We don't fold, we rain iron fist. Legacy deep, but the style is fresh. We break the mold, no time to rest. From the alley to the ring, we bring finesse. Hot sauce crew, we the ones they test.
Great awakening, and welcome to the Dopest. Be fed on YouTube with your host, Vic Vega.
Live, direct, and dysfunctional as ever. Out of Oklahoma City, I am Vic Vega, and welcome back to Whoop Ass Wednesday, where tonight we have 6 monumental matchups on the card, featuring creations that will no longer be on our roster, along with former champions and current champions. And while we are on the subject of current champions, the current Frequency Women's Champion along with the current She Devils Champion are set and ready to go in the ring. So enough of me yapping. Let's get on with the scrapping, and we can all bear witness to the monumental events that are about to happen. So in other words, Cletus, my man, you know what to do. Take the wheel. All right, everybody, match up number 1, Nurse Red, Frequency Women's Champion, and Dorothy Disarray, the She Devils Champion. Champion versus champion match in our opener. And it seems the She Devils Champion is rising to the challenge earlier on in this matchup, stunning Nurse Red and giving her a taste of her offense. Dorothy Disarray with an unorthodox style. She'd rather take it to the streets. As you can see right there, she's going for a baseball bat from underneath the apron. She obtained that title last month on the 17th by defeating Keyvonna in a one-on-one bout that I felt that she was well deserved of. And here she stands, our She Devils champion. Speaking of her, only a 1 count, trying to get one over on Nurse Red, who has not waken up. Excuse my French. She rises up from the dead and goes on the offensive herself, letting Disarray know that she is finally at the party and about to give her a dose of some pain medication. Nurse Red, one of our veterans that have been on the roster ever since our inception. And as I stated earlier, Dorothy Disarray is a relative newcomer. A big win for her if she can defeat the women's champion, Nurse Red. Because as always, champion or not, if you are in the ring with a champion, you beat them, I'm going to book it to where you meet them in a contest. Back to weaponry again, but it's foiled by Nurse Red, who's using everything outside of the ring to try to put down the wildling, Dorothy Disarray. A successful title defense 2 weeks ago by Nurse Red over Bad Girl Jill at part 1 of Ladder Madness. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out, as it's going to be the last Vega card from this old era that is to air on YouTube. And once again, thank you for tuning in to night number 2 of our farewell tour, as Dorothy goes for a cover. Only a 1 count again cannot put Nurse Red up out of the competition just yet. Gonna have to do a little bit more to put her down. Nurse Red has been in many grueling matchups and has survived, whether it's a tag team with her tag team partners or on a solo. She is one formidable opponent indeed. Back into the ring we go, and Disarray off of the ropes on to Nurse Red. Nurse Red not responding, or not having a response in a minute. Dorothy Disarray is staying on her like an IRS agent on a business owner. Every time I get to yapping, Nurse Red turns the tide and gets a couple in on Disarray. Now it's Red's turn to grab a weapon as she goes for a cover on Dorothy. Not even a 1 count, as the referee jogged all the way from Zimbabwe to come make a count. AI kind of crazy up on this one, especially in the new era. One thing I can say is this has been a learning experience. I've finally gotten a chance after a year plus to learn the quirks of this game, excuse me. Flabbergasted, I thought Dorothy had put Red out of this one, but she continues to work on her. I didn't think she was going to connect with that when she got a bit of it, barely, and still in control of the match. Nurse Red not looking in her purest form here tonight, as the upstart Disarray with a neck breaker and going for a pinfall attempt. Almost sent Nurse Red back to the showers with a nail on her jacket, and a potential matchup with her again for the Frequency Women's title. And she must have heard me talking crap, as she has responded and now is inflicting her wrath on Disarray. Backbreaker on our competitor as she rolls up out of the ring. And if you are just tuning in at this point, as Nurse Red does the S-dive onto the head of Dorothy Disarray, hit the like, share, and sub button. Help our channel grow. And mad shout out to one of our newest subscribers, Logan Windsor, as he won a tag team championship on another E-Fed on Blaze Media. Shout out to you, and shout out to Nurse Red for the victory over Dorothy Disarray. All right, the Frequency Women's Champion shows why she's the cream of the crop on this brand. And stick around for our next contest, which is one half of the Funky OGs goes up against one half of Unique Threads, as Dr. Brownstone takes on Mich, Bade next on Whoop Ass Wednesday.
Welcome, future champions and digital wrestling enthusiasts. At Frequency Pro Wrestling, we're always pushing the limits and creating new opportunities. Today, I am thrilled to introduce our exclusive Join Our Roster project, your chance to step into our universe and shape your wrestling destiny.
Option 1 is sponsorship. Imagine backing one of our established superstars. Your chosen wrestler becomes your champion, complete with a custom match booking every month. With sponsorship, you get to support a fighter you love while gaining exclusive shoutouts, special promotions, and priority placements in our big events.
Option 2 is management, designed for those ready to step into the spotlight themselves. With our management package, we create a custom wrestler live on stream, tailored just for you. You'll have the opportunity to choose everything from your wrestler's look to their signature moves and finishing style. This package includes up to 3 match bookings per month, whether it's a title match or an exciting non-title bout, giving you full control over your wrestling legacy.
Whether you choose sponsorship or management, you're not just joining a roster, you're becoming part of a family. Our universe is built on passion, creativity, and the relentless drive to create unforgettable moments in wrestling. So, what will your legacy be?
This is Zoned Out Ziggy from the Eye Candy Academy. And when life dropkicks your dreams, remember this.
This is Keyvonna Rosetti, and you're watching Frequency Pro Wrestling on Vic Vegas Game Station, the home where every view is viral.
Later on in the card, Ramel Saka going up against the big woman Mashka. Let's get it, y'all. All right, everyone. Dr. Brownstone and Mich Bade, matchup number 2. Here for you, Oklahoma.
1, 2, 3, the foe is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the fabulous truth from Accra, Ghana, weighing in at 216
Hold on a second. Mich out of the back and a cold kick to the back of the head of the Doc. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the heck this is all for. Maybe something went on behind the scenes that we are yet to be informed about, but this is very uncharacteristic of Mich Bade. As a Doc blindsided and has not had a response to the assault by Mich. Anyhow, the only way we're going to get us a matchup out of this one is to call security. Hey, yo, security! Come and break these two up long enough for us to get a bell sound during the break, and we will return after this brief commercial, non-commercial break here on Whoop Ass Wednesday.
This is Quincy Kareem, and you're watching Frequency Pro Wrestling on Vic Vegas Game Station, the home where every view is viral.
Security couldn't corral these combatants, but we got a bell sound anyway throughout the break. Mich and the Doc going at it. Their teams have been rivaling back and forth over the course of the last year. And the Doc giving Mich a taste. Anyhow, possibly this could have stemmed from this matchup right here where they were both competing for a spot in the Ladder Madness match. As the KC Crusher defeated all three of his competitors and won himself a spot in that very matchup that is still playing on YouTube right now. In fact, that live stream is the reason I am thinking different about YouTube today as Mich goes for a cover, only a 2 count. And while we're on the subject of Mich and Kenny Wildman teamed up last month as Ray Saka abandoned the Manhood champion, the Brown Phantom, and they got them a victory in basically what morphed into a handicap match. Look out, the Doc is in comeback mode. And a missile drop kick to the chest of Mich Bade. As I was going over the stats before this matchup, it's kind of hard to believe that Mich and the Doc have been on the roster this long. Over a year now for both of them. And Mich has been in monumental matchups in his almost 2-year stint here. That epic matchup against Quincy Kareem in our first ever males ambulance match, where he came out on top and actually made a name for himself in that matchup, and he lays both the Doc and the referee out, as it seems like the AI keeps him from hitting that spear off of the rebound on the ropes. And that's another thing that ticks me off about this game. In the past year and almost a half now, I've only seen that move executed a handful of times. As the competitors spill back on the outside of the ring, Mich gets a dose of the steel steps and amps up the crowd here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Matter of fact, shout out to the Oklahoma Thunder as they're going to be taking on my favorite NBA team, the Houston Rockets, in the kickoff of the NBA season. Hopefully Houston can make a run this year. Anyway, enough about them. The Chiefs won, so that's Chief won. And we beat one of the best offenses in the NFL this past Sunday night. And it turned into a brawl similar to this brawl right here. Hell, maybe we need to recruit Branch and Juju Schuster to the roster. Mich still giving the Doctor all he can handle and has him in position for that. As Mich goes for a cover on the Doctor, put him away. And just like that in matchup number 2, Mich Bade over Dr. Brownstone.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
Here is your winner, Mitchell Bade.
Boy, Mich got on him and stayed on him like a copper going after a drunk driver. Anyway, stay tuned because our next matchup is Mayeshawn going up against Lordy Samrad here next on Whoop Ass Wednesday.
Are you ready to step into the ring and make your mark in digital wrestling? Don't miss this opportunity to be part of something big, something groundbreaking. Join us on this thrilling journey where every match is a step closer to your dreams. Are you ready to accept the challenge? Then step up, sign up, and show the world what you're made of. Sign up now at zone.com/roster spots. The spotlight awaits. Once again, that's zone.com/roster spots.
All right, party people. Lordy, Samrad, and Mayeshawn Harris going up in matchup number 3. And a show of disrespect to the face of Lordy Samrad from Mayeshawn Harris. Or was it Lordy that showed the first hint of disrespect at the beginning of this matchup? Welcome back, party people, and welcome in if you're just tuning in. Vic Vega, this is matchup number 3. Two of our cuties about to get down and dirty here in matchup number 3. Snake Eyes by Mayeshawn beating down Lordy, who comes back with a counter and fights her way up out of the corner. And setting Mayeshawn up. And while we're on the subject of Mayeshawn, she was in a tag team matchup where it ended in a draw. As Lordy Samrad going for a cover on Mayeshawn. Only a 2 count. Lordy does not fit into the plans of reconstruction and joining the rest of our rebuilt roster. Her last contest, though, she fell flat in the last chance qualifying match back on 4-Star Friday. And hence, we are here to see if she can get back to her winning ways. Here today, a spear by Mayeshawn downs Lordy. And what's Mayeshawn about to do? Go again for the face of Lordy Samrad. Hold up. What's this? A double take of a wheelbarrow face buster, and Mayeshawn is targeting the lovely face of Lordy Samrad. Lordy Samrad, former volleyball player for Alabama A&M. Go! Almost got her up out of here. Has been on the roster about a year now. And although she is a spectacular talent and a lovely heavenly body to look at, she will not be back on the roster unless we run a poll and you guys vote yes for her to come back. Release German on Mayeshawn, and the ladies step outside of the ring where it's about to get nasty out here. Nothing is forgiven on the outside of the ring. Mayeshawn continuously disrespecting Lordy Samrad, who comes back with a counter in a form of a dragon corkscrew and gains back momentum in this momentous matchup. Inverted power slam on Mayeshawn. Mayeshawn, the sister of Christine Watts-Harris. And a bit of bad news to all of you, as though Tyson Watts and Christine Watts-Harris will not be making their way back to our roster, as they are both former downloads from the creative community. We downloaded them back in 22 and made our remakes. And upon this rebuild, I told myself, we will not be featuring any wrestlers that are downloads from the creative community. As a 1 count by Mayeshawn, can't believe it, and she hasn't put Lordy up out of this one as of yet. Another shot to the face of Lordy. Mayeshawn trying to send her out of here with a broken nose as she purchased and does nothing. Hold on a second. She counters Lordy's running strike. And back to the face of Mayeshawn. Mayeshawn showing another side of herself here tonight, as other characters have done in this live stream. And while you're at it, help your boy out by engaging in the poll question, who will win this one, and doing the free stuff, the liking, the sharing, and the subbing. I can see us growing by the week. And hopefully the algorithm will turn it around and put us in there to be recommended. Kidney kick to the back of Lordy, Samrad, and Mayeshawn is in finish her off mode and goes for a running power slam. Is this it for Lordy, Samrad? And just like that, it's a wrap. Mayeshawn over Lordy here in matchup number 3.
Here is your winner,
Yeah, Mayeshawn, the only one coming back from her family, which includes Sienna, Christine Watts-Harris, and Tyson Watts. The only one out of those 4 that are our creations, and we welcome her back. In fact, she has a big future ahead of her with her family members' departure. Anyway, we'll be back with our next contest, which will be the big woman, Mosca, going up against Ramel Saka next on Oklahoma Rebellion. As Wednesday, the uprising spreads, big baby. We'll see you next matchup. What up, chat? What up, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Haven't seen any of my regulars make their presence felt yet. This is about the time where I take a midway break. Like I said, we have 6 on the card for us. And this is our Frequency Pro Wrestling thing called Hot Sauce, baby.
Bringing the flame, step in the ring, better learn the name from the block to the spotlight, it's all the same. Frequency Pro, we redefining the game. Hot sauce.
And if you are in the chat checking us out, let me know which matchup so far has been the best for you. Which one has been the best of your liking? Matchup number 1, number 2, or number 3?
Let's go, champ. Bring the heat. Turn it up. Crank it loud. We don't play no games. Feel the burn when we shout your name from the mat to the block.
My bad, hitting the microphone. Why the heck is my water all the way in Zimbabwe? Anyway, let me shut up.
The war begins now. Bring the fire. Bring the pain. This is Frequency.
In the ring, crowd going insane. From the hood to the lights, we run this lane. Steel, sweat, and soul, that's how we fight. In Frequency Pro, we own the night. No retreat, no fear, no shame. We built this fire, now feel the flame. Hot sauce legacy, remember the name. Frequency Pro, we changing the game. Hot sauce. Frequency Pro Wrestling. Hot sauce. Frequency Pro Wrestling. Hot sauce. Frequency Pro Wrestling. Hot sauce. Frequency Pro Wrestling.
Alright, y'all, my bad on my crappy camera. I'm close to a window, and it's an overcast day. And every time the clouds shift, my camera shifts. That's why you don't see me on camera. One of these days, I'm going to be blessed with a workspace that don't have a whole lot of windows. Anyhow, enjoy the joints in the meantime. This is another Frequency Pro Wrestling special brought to you by DJ Soul Search. And this is the theme song for 4-Star Friday. And let's get it. The big woman is coming up next, along with Ramel Saka. In a knockdown, drag-out bout. Big baby. Do your boy a favor and head over to www.kcsazone.com and check out the merchandise and pick up a t-shirt for one of the characters. And trust me, we got a lot more coming on this brand new era that I've yet to release. Should go grab one right now and show it to y'all. Y'all want to see one? Alright, I'm gonna be patient, as my DJ told me. Quit being so overzealous and wanting to show everybody everything at one time. Shout out to you for your views you're giving me early on this Wednesday. All right, y'all, we get ready to get into matchup number 4 in today's contest. The big woman, Moshka, taking on Ramel Saka. Next on Yo Whoop Ass Wednesday.
This is Real Talk Rita, and we are having a sale. Today's likes are free, so do our channel a solid and hit the like man.
That's the shirt right there that made my sound crash during Ladder Madness. Trust me. YouTube's AI feature was trying to place an ad on that section, and it couldn't because I was wearing a shirt that I have on sale on my website, so it's conflicting. So it shut my sound off, baby. Party people, 2 more, and we out the door as this is matchup number 4.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
Let's get it, baby.
The following is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, Moscow Cola.
Yeah, the big woman is in the building, and the last time we saw her was last month in a fatal 4-way matchup for the Frequency Women's title #1 contendership up in this piece. Moshka coming up in here today at 11-14. Has been on the roster ever since the inception. Ever since we switched over from XL Pro Wrestling to the current Frequency Pro Wrestling. She's big, she's mean, she's dominant. She is Moshka, and she will be returning on the roster, and she has a name change to go along with that.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
From Manila, Philippines, Ramel Saka.
Yeah, the wife of Ray Saka, former manhood champion, coming in at 17-16. And the last time we saw this young lady in the squared circle was about 5 months ago, where she went toe-to-toe with Baron Taylor in a no-hose at the bar match and came out on top. We welcome you back, Ramel, with open arms here tonight in Oklahoma City. This is bound to be a monumental matchup indeed. And while you're at it, hit the like, share, and sub button. After all, it costs you nothing. Stop your frontin' as the bell tolls. And the ladies locked up in the middle of the ring. Ramel comes out with a quick strike first on the big woman who has no rebuttal. Hold up a second, as soon as I speak, the script flips and in comes the offense from the big woman, Maska. Yeah, I got that. Every time I see Maska, I channel my inner Tremont from Game of Thrones, because I just love it what he says, the big woman, in regards to Brienne of Tarth. That's what Maska is to me, my version of Brienne of Tarth. Tall, strong-willed, and the fortitude of a brick wall, big baby. As she's showing you right there, going to town on Ramel. Pushing her all over the place. Ramel has a checkered history of head injuries. And as a result, we kind of baby her around here. But she's in action in top form here tonight, as she's taking on one tough competitor indeed in Maska. As she comes out with a chair, but the big woman with a shoulder block, and it's on once again. Bang your head, Motley Crue style, up against the apron, and the big woman's going to town on her. Ramel, no answer to the licks that Maska is laying down. As Maska uses the chair that Ramel pulled against her and goes for a pinfall attempt. Referee act like he couldn't account it from a closer distance than he ran to. And that's another thing that I'm ticked off about. These referees, especially the ones that's rocking the WWE patch. You know, the ones that always show up in your cutscenes, even though you have your custom show that has a different referee designated to it. Yeah, that crap. Just another reason why I'm starting to despise the people that make this game. They know exactly what they're doing. I'm telling you, all of you content creators that are in my niche, they don't give two craps about your creativity. All you are there for is to upload your remakes of their characters and for them to go and snatch them off the creative community and sell them back to you as Masha goes for the cover. 2 count as referee as slow as a snail with reconstructed knee surgery in that last count. Pedigree by Maska on the floor to Ramel. Will she get it this time? Just like that, it is a wrap. Maska over. A returning Ramel Saka here in my matchup number 4.
Here is your winner,
Yeah, the big woman reigns supreme here tonight in Oklahoma City, making quick work of Ramel Saka. And check this. Matchup number 5 is coming up, and it's a tag team matchup. The KC Crusher and the Brown Maniac versus Eye Candy next on Oklahoma Rebellion. The Uprising spreads on your whoop-ass Wednesday.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
Oh, they just ticked me out the way they just rushed this game and put it out. And then they expect you to believe that they didn't copy and paste it. Bull crap. Stop giving these people your money, man. I went on strike for 5 years. All right, the Brown Maniac and the KC Crusher in the ring awaiting their competitors. And here they come. Ladies in Oklahoma City, please contain yourself. The most handsome duo on our roster, big baby. It's Eye Candy here tonight.
And at a combined weight of 467 pounds, the Chick Magnet.
Yeah, old Champ and T-Ron coming in at 13 wins, 15 losses. One of our critically acclaimed tag teams that were in action a couple of months ago. And they came up a tad bit short against the Misfits. In their attestment, though, the Misfits had just come off of a loss, a championship loss, and they were hungry. So I don't think King Kong or Godzilla could have defeated them. Wait a minute, what is this? The hell is going on? Beauty is in the eye, champ. Yo, that was footage from last year's Yellow Brick Bedlam. My bad, Yellow Brick Brawl, we changed the name. My goodness. I wonder what that's all about. Anyway, right about now, it's about the action that's going down in the ring. The first who started off for their teams, the KC Crusher and Champ McLovin. And if you're tuning in, as all the ladies are usually about this time when that eye candy goes on, hit the like, share, and sub button. After all, it costs you nothing. We know you're looking, because eye candy is in the ring cooking. I'm lying. The KC Crusher is kicking the crap out of T-Ron right about now. And ladies, your handsome hunk of humanity is getting it brought to him by the KC Crusher, who tags in the Brown Phantom. The Brown Maniac, excuse me. We renamed him. And we actually got the announcer to get it very close to his name. Since they don't have Phantom on there, they got the Phantom and not just Phantom. Once again, I ask you, how lazy are these people that create this game? At this point, I think AI is putting this game together and selling it to us every year. But as I stated before in previous live streams, this is it. Like a Kenny Loggins song, you will not get my money anymore. Tired of beating the dead horse as T-Ron goes for a cover, only a 1 count, and the Brown Maniac kicked out. Is it over? Kaplooey. I'm tired of being your lab rat and your test monkey, and I'm just not gonna do it. I went on a strike between 2015 and 2022. Came back like a fool, and this is how I'm treated. As a Brown Maniac went for a count, only a 1 count. Champ tries to duck out, but he's followed by the Brown Maniac. And he looks to be in the wrong part of town as T-Ron was squaring up with him momentarily. And now T-Ron watching him put the boost to his homie. And the Brown Maniac jumps in to a person in his division where he reigns supreme in T-Ron Love Ladies. And he sends him to the floor and amps up the crowd here in Oklahoma City. But Champ takes advantage of the distraction and kabow! Full Nelson back, suplex, bridge. Pin almost got the Brown Maniac out of here. Now the Crusher is back in so he can get it in on Champ. Thinking back to that entrance, I'm wondering what the heck was that interruption about? I don't know, it looked like that was a footage when T-Ron was on his back around this time last year. KC Crusher showing you why he has that name, as spaghetti sauce is now spilling from the head of one that the ladies love oh so dear in Champ McLovin. Check this. We'll be back after a brief commercial break to get a conclusion to this matchup. Will Eye Candy be the victors in this one, or will the makeshift tag team of the Brown Maniac and the KC Crusher prevail next on your Whoop-Ass Wednesday?
This is Daryl, yeah, Dusty Daryl. And shout out to the Eye Candy Academy, baby. Woo!
This is Maddie Chatterbox encouraging you to hit the like man. They're only free $99. So once again, hit the like button to help our channel grow.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
This is Mich Bade, and you're watching Frequency Pro Wrestling on Vic Vegas Game Station, the home where every view is viral.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back after that brief break. Let me say you didn't really miss much, except for a near pinfall. And now we got the Brown Maniac and Champ McLovin going at it at the current. That clothesline almost hit his partner, the one that Champ was wielding, but it didn't, and he tags in T-Ron, who goes in on the Brown Maniac. Both of these gentlemen in the Mad Hood division has a pinfall broken up by the KC Crusher. KC Crusher, if you haven't seen it, was trying to work his way to climb the ladder and be successful in obtaining the open contract briefcase, but we all know how that turned out, as the Prince, Charlie Race, holds that title, that briefcase, that moment in history. Kudos to both of our open briefcase winners in Barrett Taylor and Charlie Prince. Speaking of Prince and royalty, the Brown Maniac being treated like anything but royalty, anything unlike the cream of the crop that he is at this current moment. If you don't know who he is the cream of the crop of our brand right about now, as he is the holder of the Mad Hood Championship, and he's showing you why, as he put the boost to Champ and tags in the KC Crusher. And the Crusher goes straight for T-Ron, hopefully to try to finish off Champ McLovin as he sets him up for a powerbomb in the center of the ring and goes for the cover. It's only a 2 count, and the bout continues. Man, this KC Crusher may seem like a joke to some, but I think that he is definitely serious. When he gets in the ring, shoulder block from the top turnbuckle, and now he goes back in on T-Ron and gives him a taste of the apron. The ladies sobbing as T-Ron in pain on the floor, and the Crusher gets in to inflict pain on their other favorite member of Eye Candy. Champ, the only one out of his camp that has not had singles gold, as T-Ron has been a two-time Manhood champion, a miss by the Brown Maniac, and McLovin capitalizes and tags in his homie, T-Ron. And if you don't know the backstory with these two, they're actually my spoof of a pair of dating coaches that used to frequent this platform. In fact, they mimic them to the tilt of having their own course that'll be on sale on our website soon to help you become a high value man. That's right, and it only costs you $5.99.99. Yeah, $5.99 plus 99 cents shipping and handling. What do you think I am? What's that dude's name? Legion of Men? You think I'm him? You think I'm ripping y'all off? Not him or Rolo Tomasi. Anyhow, the tag in by T-Ron Lovelady as he stalks his victim in the Brown Maniac, and now with the setup, and gives him a dose of snake eyes in his own corner. But the Brown Maniac saw what was coming and had a counter for it, and another counter to break out of a potential suplex attempt by T-Ron. Gathers himself enough distance to go tag in the relentless KC Crusher. And as always, I get to jepping him up, somebody gets to effing him up, and T-Ron is right back in control of the match as quick as a hiccup. The Crusher with a punch to the midsection of T-Ron, and this match has flip-flopped once again as the Crusher going to finish it off, only a 2 count. I told you, don't sleep on the Crusher or you just might get crushed. Eye Candy showing you why they are a well-oiled unit. Frequent tags, always keeping a fresh man in, and the makeshift tag team of the Brown Phantom and Brown Phantom, the Brown Maniac, and the KC Crusher at the moment cannot contend with the swiftness and the power of Eye Candy. That's right, they're not just good-looking gentlemen. They are strong, swift, cunning, all of the adjectives you want to give them in regards to tag team competition here on Frequency Pro Wrestling. The KC Crusher counters whatever Champ had in mind, and Champ likewise counters a potential fall-away slam by the Cutter. By the Crusher. Man, I'm getting my words tied up. You know what always happens when Eye Candy is in the ring, because the ladies get to throwing undergarments everywhere, and I kind of lose my cool. Phone numbers, high heel shoes, lingerie, everything is thrown when these gentlemen are in the ring, as the KC Crusher is going for an attempt to piss off the ladies in the crowd by putting a beating on Champ McLovin, who is spilling spaghetti sauce from the forehead at the current. Champ realizes he's in the wrong place at the wrong time, being in the corner of his foes, gets him a couple of seconds to tag in his partner, the two-time champ T-Ron Lovelady. And the KC Crusher is in his clutches, and he's hit with a rope hang by T-Ron as T-Ron goes for the pinfall. And just like that, it's a wrap. Eye Candy over the Brown Maniac and the KC Crusher. Yes, ladies, and as you see that hot sauce flowing from the head of Champ McLovin, he'll be making his way to the back so you can give him some tender love and care. All right, y'all. One more, then we out the door as our main event is on the horizon. We on the pay to rent grind, and it's main event time as 3 former Diva champions get in the ring to square it off in our main event. It's Wejie board taking on Keyvonna Rosetti and Little Bekka Sue. Next on Frequency Pro Wrestling. Yeah, I hope you like that last match. Anyhow, let's get it. We on the pay to rent grind, baby. And it's main event time. Hey, I've been enjoying myself this morning. I woke up in great spirits. And I'm hoping to spread some positivity throughout the YouTube verse up in this piece. Help us out, help us grow by hitting the like, share, and the sub button. After all, it costs you nothing. So let's get it. All right, welcome in, everybody. Great Awakening. This is our main event, triple threat elimination style matchup. 3 former champions dominating divas, duking it out here in our curtain call early in this vainglorious day. And the last time we saw Bekka Sue, she was defending her Sirens Women's Championship in a 6 Diva Donnybrook where she was eliminated by Fendi, who later on went and became the Sirens Women's Champion. But the last time we actually saw her, she was giving little Drewy the business at Ladder Madness after he had just lost his big little man's cruiserweight title. Just like your girlfriend to kick you in the behind when things are going down. And as far as this one right here, who is going for a pinfall at the moment, only a 1 count, Miss Keyvonna Rosetti. We saw her challenging for the She Devils Championship, and she was eliminated by Disarray. And Kaiba Okoye retained that She Devils Championship that night. And as far as Wejie board goes, she was in a tag team matchup, teamed up with Jay Quinn, and defeated Bad Girl Jill and Nurse Red, the current Frequency Women's Champion. And I'm sad to say that even though Lamb of War Cause has not done a upload of Wejie board in the last 2 games, she's not ours, so I don't think she's going to be coming over to our new roster. I'm debating it, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to start a poll right now. Should Wejie board be a part of our new era, or should we let her go because she's not our creation? Like I said before, we had talked it out, but I haven't gotten in touch with him, and this is just me second guessing a decision that I made earlier. As the lady I'm talking about goes for a pinfall attempt, and it's broken up by Bekka. Keyvonna Rosetti all over everywhere, hitting everything that moves, and as I talk about her, she does something stupid, an errant move. Bridge suplex into a pin, and Keyvonna gets it in. Peter Gabriel style with a sledgehammer. And she's going to work on the former Sirens Women's Champion, Bekka Sue. And now switches her efforts to Wejie. And it's actually doing damage. Like she's working on a railroad with a sledgehammer. Bekka with the bear trap. Oh, Keyvonna, will she tap out? No, Keyvonna Rosetti works her way out of that predicament. Sling blade followed up by a missile drop kick, but she doesn't get a chance to try to capitalize as Wejie is there to distract her from an attempted pinfall. Back and forth this match goes with the uneven numbers. As soon as you get a move off, you better be ready and looking over your shoulder for one to be coming your way. Unless you're lucky enough to have both other competitors immobilized to where you can at least get a breather. Double team factor in effect by Rosetti and Bekka. And now Rosetti had a window of opportunity to take down Bekka and concentrate on her as Wejie is outside shaking the cobwebs out of her head. These divas doing dirt here in matchup number 6 before we get up out of here early in this day. I hate saying morning because you attribute that with death and nobody's dying. Who will win this contest? We'll find out when we come back from this brief non-commercial break here at Oklahoma Rebellion. The Uprising spreads. Our farewell tour, night number 2, big baby.
This is Real Talk Rita, and we are having a sale. Today's likes are free, so do our channel a solid and hit the like man.
That Real Talk Rita promo almost blew my eardrums out. Anyway, we are back fresh here to stay in our main event. And the only thing that you missed during our brief non-commercial break was this. A pinfall attempt, Bekka attempting to get out Wejie board from the contest. But as you can see, it is null and void, and we are still capacity filled. Just as many are still in it that has walked into it at this point. And once again, help us out like Maddie Chatterbox and Real Talk Rita says, hit the like, man, as that pinfall by Keyvonna Rosetti went nowhere and Wejie board focuses on her at the current. Bekka staring up at Saturn while the knee strike goes to the face of Keyvonna Rosetti. Help us out as the poll is activated. Should we bring back and remake Wejie, who holds the longest title reign? No, she holds the longest win streak ever in Frequency Pro Wrestling. It stood at 26. And is still standing. Matter of fact, her and Short Girl D are actually tied for the lengthiest title reign in our Divas division, as both of those ladies held their titles for over a year. It was about a year and a half for both of them. My goodness. Imagine that. All those competitors that you go through in the course of a year and you still retain your title. Kudos to Wejie Board, who has been a factor here on our brand. And as stated before, she is not our creation, but the creator doesn't create her no more. You know what I'm saying? And we have communicated once or twice, and I kind of thought that he gave her, you know what I'm saying? He was a friend of the program. Haven't heard from him in a minute, so I figured he gave her to us. 2 count by Little Bekka Sue. As the mayhem continues. So yeah, help us out in the polls. We got 1 vote so far. Should we or should we not bring back Wejie Board? I'm gonna miss her if we don't, though. We got 1 yes vote. Nah, we got 1 yes vote and 1 no vote, huh? All right. It's dead even as Bekka Sue picking up a chair and gets it in on Wejie Board. And next week, tune in, party people, as we will be live and direct from St. Louis, Missouri, with episode number 3 of our farewell tour. And the reason why we travel in such a fashion, I go back to the days of the territories in wrestling. You know, before Vince came through and opened up his wallet and bought everybody and screwed up all the independent wrestling promotions in the Mid-South. Yeah, that time. So if you're wondering why the WWE currently sucks and is failing, it's because of that. Vince came through and stepped on everybody's toes, and the universe don't take kind of that shit. And I'm sorry. I'm glad to say that I never thought that I'd live to see the day that they would fall, but I'm glad to be here when it does happen. Yeah, I said it, and I damn sure don't regret it. Last report I heard, you got my man Harley Race not even having a freaking home after you came through here and did your bull crap. Anyway, Bekka Sue with the win over everybody else. Here in a main event, damn it. You doggone right. And then we ain't even gonna talk about the Junkyard Dog, how he did him. That's for another time. Anyway, kudos to you, Bekka Sue, for pulling out the victory here in our main events. Thank you for tuning in, engaging in the polls, and helping our view count grow. And hopefully, when this turns over, we can see a couple of more subs. Anyhow, we're going to send you out here with this positive affirmation one more time. We are going to have a blessed rest of the day. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. We are going to have a blessed rest of the day as we send you on your way. Anyhow, thank you once again for checking us out. And we're going to get out of your hair and let you get on with your vainglorious day here on this Wednesday, where it is 73 degrees here in the Midwest, big baby, which means it's going to be a hot one indeed. So until next time, party people, peace. Yeah. Oh yeah, Vic Vega, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of of Frequency Pro Wrestling Whoop Ass Wednesday. And as always, we are the home where every view is viral because we are not entitled to your viewership, but when you give it to us, it is deeply appreciated. And we gonna get out of here with some words of wisdom from one of our homies on the roster. Take it away, G.
In the tapestry of life, it's the unique threads that make the most captivating pictures.
Vic Vega. Whoop Ass Wednesday signing off. And we'll see you next bell time party, people. Peace. Jack this beat if you want to. DJ Soul Search will sue your ass. See you later.